Welcome to the weekly and welcome to the treehouse here on the South River of the South Shores of Boston, Massachusetts. Well, time does fly. I am now officially off retreat. Actually, I have been off retreat for about a week now. I've been back on a commissioned project. If you want to catch some photographs of that, you can go to my Facebook page, Matthias Studios. And I was happy. I got to take a picture of a very happy client yesterday as I completed a commissioned project. But over this time, this week, while I've been back getting into my daily rhythm, I was thinking about the takeaways from this particular retreat. It is by far the longest retreat I have ever been on, not quite 3 weeks. And so I actually have 3 takeaways that I have really hit me over these past 3 weeks. So let's unpack those with this weekly. Takeaway number 1, the importance of new perspectives in life. Over this past 3 weeks, I have discovered this amazing space under the treehouse, and I call it the treehouse crypt. And it's really enlivened my life as a meditator. I've talked about this before, shared with you this before, but I am a big promoter of meditation. I think it can do a lot to an individual. So shortly after I moved into the treehouse here, I discovered this amazing space. And I've always loved being in the crypt of churches. You know, bigger churches have amazing crypts. And it gives you a whole other reality to meditate in. It's quite an experience, and I suggest find a crypt and you'll discover what I'm talking about. So this is my crypt here, and I've been meditating, and I've been meditating a lot more than usual because I've been on retreat. I hope to bring this new perspective into my daily, as I emerge back into my daily rhythms of studio life. And I hope to even be able to meditate a little more than usual. Maybe I can increase my meditation time, because I find that number 1, meditation really roots me. And in that rootedness, I can be very comfortable in the amount of time I spend in solitude, in being with myself in the studio, so that I can become even more creative, and more importantly than that, become or have a better sense of the otherness that exists in my life itself. Takeaway number 2, having the chance to revisit old loves. Many of you know that one of my former lives, I was a chef. But over the last, about 5 to 6 years, I have really fallen away from the love of cooking. And during these past 3 weeks, because the treehouse had this great grill, I rediscovered the love of cooking. And in a sense, that also gave me a new perspective on life. Because in cooking, it's another outlet to share with others, especially in the art of hospitality. So, thank you for number 2. And takeaway number 3, experimentation. For me, experimenting with new mediums within the arts. I've been digging deeply, no pun intended, into the earth with working with clay over these past 3 weeks. A love I have had for a very long time, given to me from a good friend and really a Pittsburgh landmark, Gary Pletch. He was a potter in the Steel City for many, many years at Penn Avenue Pottery. And I really fell in love with that art form way back then. And so I've been given the opportunity to really dive into it these past 3 weeks. And lo and behold, when you experiment with something, something really creative might emerge out of your experimentations. So those are the 3 takeaways that I have experienced on this retreat. New perspectives, tapping into old loves, and then experimenting. That's it for the weekly this week, but catch next week's weekly because I have some very big announcements waiting for you. Well, until then, stay creative.